saying y'all had a crazy trip getting out here.
You know, for me, it didn't seem as crazy as it was for others. I was actually doing work and fell asleep. And, you know, I was a bit surprised when you felt the plane sort of take off again, and I did wake up and looked out and saw a Sunoco sign when I thought we were over the South Pacific. Other than that, like it was a long trip, but I've done this trip many times before, and we're glad to be here. We're really excited to play basketball in a different country.
I mean, are you looking at, you say you're glad to be here, are you looking at it kind of sort of like a training camp, like get the guys away?
I am. I feel like it's an opportunity to come together, to enjoy a completely different part of the world and culture. The fans here are rabid. They love basketball. And you know, personally, like just trying to coach myself that you know, we're here and we got to make the most of it. And I think, you know, to still get professional practices and video sessions and strength and conditioning sessions and enjoy the whole, like, sort of history of where we are. I'm told it's the largest city in the world. And, you know, these opportunities together don't come around real often, so I want to make sure that we just handle it well and enjoy it.
So basically, like I said, when you're looking at it as training camp, you don't look at it, well, you answer that question, you're not looking at it like, man, and I got a guy hurt, you know, I got to travel across the country, and then we got the Celtics.
I'm not, and
yeah.
I could, like,
Yeah.
if I, you know, let myself, you easily could.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to do that. You know, we're looking forward to having solid practices, solid video sessions, continuing our strength and condition program that's been so good, and trying to, you know, grow the basketball side of it, and me, the rotational side of it. And it just so happens to be on the other side of the planet is can't come into my sort of psyche. It can't distract the way that I'm thinking about the holistic approach to what we're trying to do.
Even if it's just driving around briefly in the city, like some of the signage, the people standing out in front of the hotel, like what are some of the immediate things that strike you? Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, it's an incredibly pristine city. It's clean, it's orderly. You know, it's incredibly populated. You certainly feel the width of people and buildings and skylines and, you know, neon signs. You feel all that, but it's very tidy, it's clean, it's orderly. And, you know, there are you know, police on every street corner and, you know, just civil. It's not anything that feels unsafe. It's fantastic. And, you know, like I say, we really look forward to playing in front of this crowd and enjoying, you know, the food, the hotel, the atmosphere. And it really does have a fantastic vibe as we move around, albeit in a short period of time, long enough.
It's kind of crazy that I guess this time next week the preseason will be over for you guys in terms of games. Can you give a little gauge of the temperature halfway through the preseason?
I think the corporate knowledge and the carryover from our structure and the familiarity with me, with the players, that counts for a lot. This might not have been beneficial trip, you know, if we were just a brand new team. You know, you can see how that could have changed some things, but because we have been together, we get into things a little bit quicker. I think Wilson's injury, you know, is still the sort of area that we have to think through on what does that really mean. You know, last game I ended up going with Landy Shamet first, you know, after Jared Bayless was injured. You know, we'll figure out what that's going to look like when we play our next game. But his injury does, you know, open things up a little bit. After that, I think there's a good solid feeling and formula and rotation with our core players.
In regards to Furkan, I mean, I'm assuming you're looking for him to try to seize the moment, maybe, you know, play a little bit more consistent. You know what he can do when he's good. But can you just talk about that, like, with
I don't know if people were aware of how good he was recently overseas. Like the tournament where people are trying to qualify for world championships, and the firepower and the pressure and the volume of countries in Europe is real. And he was excellent on a global stage representing Turkey, his country. And, you know, I thought he had a few good games in Vegas as well, and so he's always right there, like knocking at the door. And I thought he came in the other night, you know, and made his shots. I'm always challenging him like everybody else defensively. But he's amongst that consideration, that mix of players you have to consider on what's that mean now that Wilson's gone for a while. And, you know, this is an important preseason for him.